Okay, welcome friends. So I will definitely be explaining to you in this video about how I managed to break Etsy's algorithm, which resulted Etsy into banning me from being a seller on their platform. My story with Etsy started at the end or late 2020, towards sort of like when this whole COVID pandemic and lockdown have ended and all the restrictions are started to ease down a little bit and everything. So for some weird and funny reason, I was always getting video recommendation either from TikTok, YouTube, not much from Instagram, but Facebook, yes. Recommendation for people teaching how to do dropshipping on Etsy and how to earn money and all those sort of guru nonsense that they were trying to sell, which is sort of like a what do they call it? The course, the guru exposing course to make 100,000 from Etsy and all that drama and everything. And I literally convinced myself that I would be doing, or actually I would be selling and earning a lot of money from Etsy. So I jumped on that boat as well. Guess when? In the beginning of 2021. To be more particular, in February 2021. Okay, so it all started when I started to implement some of those things I've learned from those claiming to be Etsy gurus and everything. And I must admit, some of it did work and some of it did not. And I was getting very, very frustrated. I mean, I've paid money to these courses. I've paid money to learn how to earn all this X amount of money that these gurus are claiming that I would be earning, and everything, literally everything, claimed to be proven nonsense. I'm going to share with you one of those proven, literally, I swear to you, hand on heart, a proven method that will instantly make you money. I wouldn't say a lot of money. Well, it depends on what you're selling on your Etsy shop, of course, but definitely proven, honestly, you will definitely be making money so fast with this method that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. Okay, so the method that I'll be discussing in today's video is you would be running a sale on all the items that you want to be selling from your store, or the items that you want to be earning money from. So what you do is you set a sale period for 48 or 72 hours. Now the reason for that is I would highly recommend 48. Don't do the 72. I would start with the 48 hours, which is basically 2 days. And the reason for that is I will be explaining to you shortly why you must run a 2-day sale and what you need to do before that. Okay, so the 2 days of the week that you will be setting those 2 days, running the 2-day sale is Saturday, starting from Saturday morning and then ending the sale on Monday. Now the reason why you need to pick those 2 days, well, basically it's Saturday, Sunday, and a little bit of a Monday. Now the reason for that is because when you run a 2-day sale, the Etsy system shows sort of like a timer clock down or something that this particular item from this particular store is running a 2-day sale, and it's going to be ending within the next, depending on when that buyer has visited that particular listing that has the sale. So when the buyer sees this timer that the sale is going to be ending soon, it triggers some sort of a psychological, how do I say, the need for the buyer to quickly grab that deal before it ends, otherwise he'll be or she'll be missing out. Now, my friends, this method has worked, and literally I have spent so much time and effort to discover which days of the week that the 2 day sale is most effective. And that has proven to be on the weekends, Saturday, Sunday. The reason why this method works, how do I, like, what is the word that comes to mind about this genius method? Well, I wouldn't really say genius. I would say sort of like a discovery that I've discovered that you run a 2 day sale on a weekend, which makes really big sense because imagine if a buyer is browsing through Etsy on their lunch break at work, at the office or something, and then all of a sudden they come across this 2 day sale and the timer and everything, and it triggers this psychological thing in them for them to rush and quickly buy that item. Now, there's a downside or a problem when buyers are browsing through their time on Etsy during their office hours or on their lunch break, is because there's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of probably follow-ups, phone calls getting need to be answered, people going in and out, or there's a lot of distractions, or maybe the buyer is viewing Etsy on their mobile in the staff lunchroom and there's a lot of chit-chat going on, and then the buyer gets distracted with some sort of a gossip story that the next door colleague is talking about and wants to listen on that as opposed to buying your item. So this is why running a 2 day sale on a weekend, Saturday, Sunday preferably, is ideal, is because people generally tend to be more relaxed on their days off, and most people really have Saturday and Sunday off, and that's when the majority tend to have a lot of time on their hands to browse through Etsy and to shop around and that sort of stuff. So this was it. The number one tip that works wonders all the time and guaranteed a money-making technique and a strategy is by running a 2 day sale on the weekend. Now, thank you very much for reaching to this point into the video. I will be sharing more tips and tricks from what I have learned from these gurus that I have paid all those money for those courses, and as well as my own trusted, proven, and tried method that I personally myself has discovered, that I will be sharing it with you, or sharing them with you for free without having to pay anything. Well, for the time being, you never know, I might be charging in the future. So consider yourself lucky to be getting all these tips and tricks for free from me, a previous Etsy seller that basically got suspended from Etsy because I was doing, well, not really doing, I basically cracked the code in the later to come series of my videos that I'll be exposing what will or is guaranteed to make you money from Etsy for sure. So if you haven't already, I would really appreciate if you would subscribe into my channel, and probably a thumbs up if you've liked it, as well as share with me in the comments what you have experienced from Etsy, or are you wanting to learn more in order to make more money, wanting to know more tips and tricks? I'll be more interested to know from your comments down below. And as well as, thank you so much for subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you.